Okay, so that was my first time using the Freeme collection cups. They worked really well, I think. I use them with my Spectra Synergy Gold. I got a fanny pack for my Spectra so I can use it on the go. So I'm currently at Breastfeeding Meetup, which is where I used it. I recommend if you do this, which you totally should, but if you do this, make sure you get a fanny pack that has 2 zippers. I'm gonna need to find another one because I really like this one, but it's only got 1 zipper, and since the ports are right there, that means that sometimes if I'm moving around too much, it'll slide right out because it's nice and round. If I had 2 zippers, I could zip it all the way up and just have the ports out. The Freeme cups did really well. The pour is not great. Oh, there we go. I felt like the Freeme cups did really well. Yeah, the pour is still rough. This is hard to get milk out of. There we go. Okay, I gotta do it at a bit of an angle so some air can get in there. Okay, so difficult on the pour, but the actual collection went really well. I got 2 ounces on that side, which is very normal for this time of day. Looking at it, I don't think a lot got trapped, so that's nice. Just a little bit. I was using the Legendary Milk inserts because I felt like those would do the best, and I was definitely right to do that because it made it so comfortable. So comfortable, but also I think part of why it was comfortable was the collection was not super strong on this. I did have to turn the suction up pretty high. I typically do like a 4 on one. I'm gonna just use the same one since that's like exactly a 2. I felt like, so I typically do like a 3 or 4 on my right side and then a 5 or 6 on my left side, and this time I was doing a 7 on my right side and a 9 on my left side. What's wrong? What's wrong, sleepy girl? She's okay, she's just tired. It needed a bit stronger suction than I'm used to. Yeah, once again, there's nowhere for air to come out, so the pour is a little weird on it. And since it's not silicone, she's so tired. Since it's not silicone, I can't easily release that. So let me just, now that I've poured it, let me pull this apart and see if there's more. So that one was just under 2. So that's pretty good. That's pretty much what I would expect. So I've got just a few drops left that got collected in there, so not bad there. But then this part, I hate having to touch milk. This is one of my biggest complaints about things, about one of the ways that I rate these is how much do I have to touch milk, and I'm having to touch a lot of milk right now to get these apart, to get all these last few drops. Okay, but really not a lot got collected in there. So you can see I've got probably 2 milliliters, like barely anything. So I actually don't feel like I need to touch milk, which is good. Yeah, because I really don't think that there's enough in there to justify pulling it fully apart to get, like, there in this part, a couple drops there, and that's really it. So I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, there's like nothing stuck in there, almost nothing. Pretty happy with these. I do feel like they were difficult to get together. Oh! I cannot get this back on. Okay, now that it's wet, it's difficult to get back on. That's, I guess, good to know. So don't take it apart if you plan on using it for 2 pump rotations. Oh my God. So let's see how these ones go together. Oh, snaps together a lot better now. Ugh, covered in milk. So that was annoying to get back together once it's wet. So do not take it apart unless you are no longer trying to put it back together. I like that it's got a flat bottom. I like when they can sit like this. It does not sit upright like this. That is a downfall. I prefer ones that have both options, especially because it's got lines on it. If it's got lines, give me a flat bottom. Overall, I think it did really well. I got 4 ounces, which is very typical for this time of day. I feel like that's pretty much what I was gonna be getting. So I don't feel like I missed out on any there. Overall, I'm pretty pleased. Oh, there was something else. The tubing fits in there pretty well. You can use a normal Spectra tubing without any adapters, so that's nice. If you have the Legendary Milk collection cup adapters, I do feel like it would probably be a little better if you used that, but I don't think that it's necessary. Let me know if you have any questions about these. Like I said before, these are the Freemie. Oh, there's an arrow because you do have to line them up perfectly. And there is an arrow on it, but I felt like the arrow was so light that I can like barely see it. Where even is it? It's right here. It's so light that I can barely see it. So I colored mine with a Sharpie, which I will be doing on this one too. But yeah. Anyway, overall, pretty happy with them. These are definitely going in my rotation. I will be using these regularly. And I don't feel like there were any issues. They were super comfortable. Really, really liked comfort-wise and shape and size-wise. So yeah. All right. Bye.